Hey, what is up Pokemoshpitbeta? This is Mizticall again, bringing you another Pokemon Online battle. Well, I say another, but this is my first upload to this channel. A little bit about myself before we start out. I've been uploading for about 8 months now. Not very long, and I don't have that many subscribers, so yeah, I'm considering doing some Let's Plays, but yeah, mostly right now I just do Pokemon Online and Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battles. Anyway, today I have a UU match for you all. As you can see, there's my team down the bottom and there's my opponent's team at the top. I don't really see much in the way of threats besides his Sableye and his Umbreon, because I know Umbreon can be a real pain to deal with, and Sableye likewise, because of the prankster and the annoying sub, Will-O-Wisp and all that sort of stuff. But apart from that, I don't see any massive threats. I'm obviously going to lead off with my Crobat because it knows Taunt, and it's basically just a stall break to stop people setting up rocks and stuff. Yeah, anyway, I guess I better get on then. So yeah, as mentioned, I do lead off with my Crobat to set up Taunt. He leads off with his Rhyperior, I assume, to set up rocks. So right away, I do go for the Taunt so it can't set up any rocks, but he does go straight for the Avalanche, which, you know, kind of does a fair chunk to Crobat, I suppose. But yeah, I do send out Slowbro just because I know I can completely wall this Rhyperior. He does miss the Stone Edge, which is unfortunate for him. And now he goes into the Umbreon, probably predicting the Scald, and he does predict correctly. And I go for the Scald, and it does absolutely nothing to that Umbreon. So knowing I'm not going to be able to do much, I do switch out into Registeel because I do carry the Toxic on my Registeel, and if I Toxic the Umbreon, it won't be able to synchronize it back to me because, you know, I'm Steel type, so that's pretty awesome. He does switch out though, predicting something like that, so I do just go with the Toxic and end up Toxicking that Rhyperior, so you know, that's kind of annoying for me because now my Registeel's asleep and yeah, it doesn't have much use for a while. He does go for the Stealth Rock as I switch out into Crobat to get the Taunt, but obviously it's kind of useless now, so he switches on out into his Umbreon again, knowing he can pretty much wall my my Crobat. I go for the Super Fang just to get a hefty amount of damage on whatever comes in. It does do obviously half to that Umbreon, so that's pretty nice for me. I then go for the Brave Bird, which is starting to take down the Umbreon just a tiny little bit. And he heal bells, and that's kind of annoying because now his Rhyperior is fine again, so my Toxic was kind of useless and my Registeel is now asleep for no reason. I send in my Aselgor, who can probably hit this thing really hard. He does switch out though, know what I'm going to go for, and go into his Omastar. I do just go for the Focus Blast instead of the Bug Buzz, and that Focus Blast destroys that Omastar, so that is his Omastar down already, so that is pretty nice, even if I do so myself. He does go into Sableye, probably predicting me to be choiced in some way, but I do just switch out anyway because I know I can't really touch this thing. And he goes for the Will-O-Wisp. It does miss, even though the animation clearly shows it hitting. Anyway, yeah, he does miss, but the second one he will hit, which is pretty annoying. And I go for the Taunt, but that's way too late now. I'm already burned, so it was kind of useless. But I suppose now he can't set up subs or any annoying stuff like that, so that's kind of good, I guess. I now go into Slowbro again because I reckon I can completely wall this thing. I sped this part up a little bit just because it's a tiny bit stally, because I'm just trying to stall out the Sableye a little bit. I do Thunder Wave him, as you can see, and that's hopefully it'll cripple him in the future. And he decides to Will-O-Wisp my Slowbro, which is a little bit weird, but yeah. He does now send in his Umbreon again, predicting me to just go for the Scald, which he knows from before does nothing. And he does go for the Heal Belt, and I paralyse him, so that's pretty useful for me. And I'm going to start going for the Scald just to try and whittle him down a little bit. And yeah, all that sort of stuff. I now switch out into Registeel, who I can hope can wake up. But no, he does switch out into his Sableye as well. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping that Registeel will wake up here, but you know, knowing my luck, that probably won't happen. His Sableye can start whittling me down with Nightshade, obviously, because it does like 100 damage each time, so that's never good. He now sends in his Heracross. I thought I might be able to take a move from this thing, so that's why right here I do stay in. However, that close combat, because my Registeel is especially defensive, that does a hell of a lot, and that takes down my Registeel to a very low amount of HP, so I do not want to stay in for that. So I am going to switch my arse on out of there and go into my Slowbro, because I know I can pretty much wall, especially seeing as the Heracross is obviously choiced. I know I'll be able to wall close combats all day long. However, I can't actually wall them all day long, which is pretty stupid because of the burn and everything. So that close combat does manage to take down my Slowbro. So that's annoying because that was one of the big checks on his team, but it doesn't matter too much because I do go for my Azelf. I know he's going to switch out, predicting the Psychic move or something into his Umbreon, so I just go for the Calm Mind to set up +1 special attack and special defense. So that's pretty nice actually. And I do just go for the Fire Blast, and that does a hell of a lot to that Umbreon. And right here, the Umbreon does get paralysed, so he's not able to heal himself or anything like that. So that's pretty good. But right now, knowing I'll kill him on the next turn, he does switch out. As I go for the Hidden Power Ice, I did go for the Hidden Power just because I knew it would be a guaranteed hit and I knew it would kill. But his Clefable takes that reasonably well, I suppose. But I just go for the Psyshock, which obviously hits on the physically defensive side, and that will take down his Clefable straight away. So, you know, my Azelf is looking pretty good right about now. I go for the Fire Blast again. The Sableye obviously misses because, you know, luck and stuff. And he goes for the Nightshade, and my Azelf is looking pretty low on HP right now, and I do manage to destroy that Sableye with my Fire Blast. But now now Azelf is being whittled down pretty low as he sends in his Heracross, and he just destroys me with a Pursuit. Whether or not I'd switched out, I would have got destroyed regardless. I now go into a Crobat again because I have the 4x super effective Brave Bird, which I reckon even with the burn I'll be able to kill with. However, he does switch out, knowing I'll do that, so I predict the switch and just go for the Roost just to get my HP back, which I do need desperately with all this burn shenanigans. I do go for the Brave Bird and that Umbreon. It you know, does nothing at all considering Umbreon's are bulky as crap. However, he does get paralysed, so next turn I think I'll be able to take him out with a Brave Bird. Yeah, does manage to take out with the Umbreon with a Brave Bird, so you know, hacks for me and hacks for him, I suppose. Sucks to be him, but he sucks to be me sometimes as well. He sends in his Rhyperior knowing he can completely wall me. However, I do just go for the Roost just to get my health back up, because I know if he goes for the Stone Edge, which he does, it won't do that much because I'll be landed, but he misses anyway, so that's alright for me, I suppose. I'm not going to complain at all. And I do just go for the Super Pang to get a load of damage on that Rhyperior before he kills me, which is now, and he's going to completely destroy me with that Stone Edge, and that's going to be my Crobat down. I'm now going to send in my Selgor, who obviously is a special attacker. He carries Giga Drain, so he'll be able to destroy that Rhyperior, but he does predict that going to his Heracross, and that Giga Drain does absolutely nothing to that Heracross. Right here I was just going to switch out because I can't touch this Heracross at all, and he does just go for the Pursuit, so yeah, that is my Selgor down. And finally, I sent it, well, not finally, but I sent in Registeel, who has not done anything this entire game, and he's, you know, how do Pokemon eat leftovers when they're asleep? You know what, that's probably a joke that's already been used a million times. But yeah, my Registeel's not got to do anything this entire game, and he does get taken down with an Earthquake by that Rhyperior, so that is quite unfortunate for my Registeel. He was just kind of sleeping the entire game, poor guy. I do finally send out my Heracross, and I just decide to lock myself into the close combat, because I know it'll be able to hit anything on his team hard, and it does do quite a lot to that Heracross, to his Heracross, and I reckon with one more I'll be able to win the speed tie and take him out, and that's what I do, and get a useless crit. That crit was actually useless. Yeah, and now he's going to send in his last guy, Rhyperior, and I am going to go for another close combat, and it takes him down to a pretty low range, and he's going to go for the Earthquake instead of the Stone Edge, just probably because it's 100% accurate and I have really low defense, sorry, and that will take me down to a very low amount of HP, but not quite enough to kill me, and I will take him out with a close combat, and that will be the game. So yeah, that was a pretty decent game, I thought. Yeah, so I didn't get the guy's YouTube or anything, so that really sucks for him, I suppose. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say apart from please go check out my channel, guys. I'll leave the link in the description and all that sort of stuff. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope you did enjoy it. Leave comments like talking about how I could improve and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, check out my channel, and I don't really have much else to say now, so thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you guys next time.